be remiss if we didn't at least mention the Snyder Cut, which premiered recently. Has anybody on the panel seen the Snyder Cut?
Some of it, like Poco, but for a film that's 4 hours long, I saw a small bit.
Dan, was that a no from you?
I watched a little bit of footage, but I'll be honest, the CG was actually really bad.
Really bad.
Worse than people are saying. I've had a lot of defenders of the movie, but I mean, it looked. I mean, I thought it was just the same type of people that complain about CGI and anything, but no, it's bad. It's bad by Hollywood standards.
It makes the Geico lizard look absolutely groundbreaking.
Yes, yes.
I saw the entirety of the film yesterday, and that's one of the things that I was hesitant may not be the proper word, but you've got to block out 4 hours of your life to watch this thing. And it's not easy for me, at least, to just block out 4 hours and so I'm gonna sit here and watch a movie. Now, I will say, I thought maybe one of the nicest things I can say about it is it didn't feel like 4 hours to me. There were draggy moments. Those 3 epilogues at the end, way overboard, way freaking overboard. But it didn't feel like a 4 hour movie to me while watching it. I did think the CGI was pretty bad in a lot of spots. It was bad in the theatrical version too. So, I mean, I kind of expected that. It is a much better movie. There's no question about that. But for it to be worse would have taken a gargantuan effort. You know what I mean? A gargantuan effort. It feels like a real movie with a beginning, middle, and end. The characters are. I totally understand why Ray Fisher was so pissed off, because he's probably he and Ezra Miller as the Flash really got shorthanded in the Whedon cut or whatever, and they've got some of the best moments in the film. I think Flash has the best superhero moment in the film. It's kind of a little dragged down, I thought, by the musical cue. They play that Song of the Siren over it, and it's just it just sounds, I don't know. And of course it's 4 hours, but I'd say at least a good hour of it is just slow motion. I don't mind some slow motion when you're punctuating a particularly dramatic moment or you're going to add some style, but my God, slow motion to the point John Woo would go, dude, for real.
That's bad.
But I did enjoy it. I think this cut has its own set of issues that the other cut didn't have, but it is a far better movie. And I think it's cool that this is what the fans wanted for so long. They petitioned, they hashtagged, they begged, they pleaded. And here it is. And I've not heard anybody say anything negative about it at all. Well, except for the CGI. Most people are just over the moon about it, and I can understand why.
Do you think that maybe the Marvel fandom, DC fandom have blinders on? Because I feel like every movie that comes out now is the best movie in the world, and I just don't get it. I've had several people look me in the eye and tell me that Wonder Woman 84 was the best film they saw last year.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I definitely see it. I see it more with the Marvel universe than I do with the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely I think there's people with the DC universe that have the blinders on too. I see it more with I think I see it more with the Marvel. But
I'm just really afraid of the precedent this sets. Because the thing is, like, I know it's easy to boo studio interference and producers overstepping their bounds, but filmmaking is such a collaborative process. And what I don't want to see is every film become Blade Runner, where there's 18 cuts and it's choose your own adventure at a certain point. I think there's something to be said for letting certain projects just fail if that was its fate to fail, and move on to the next thing where maybe we'll get something kind of pure and beautiful out of it and maybe a little bit more experimental. I'm worried that if the audience gets to make the decisions, we'll end up with films that are just cut and paste, the same thing that they've loved all along, maybe the hero's journey for the 4 millionth time. And I could see that getting very, very destructive very quick.
Well, trust me, we'll never see a resurrection of a movie on this level, I think, ever again. Because even though this movie's been a huge success, Warner Brothers has already said, yep, no, we're not going to do anything else with the Snyderverse is done. Forget about it. Henry Cavill's done as Superman. We're moving on with a new Superman that's going to be helmed by J.J. Abrams. So you know it's going to be great.
Oh, man, there you go.
Yeah, new Superman by J.J. Abrams. So let's cut.
He did such great things with Star Trek and Star Wars. I can't wait till he gets a hold of Superman.
You just wait. You just wait. I've heard what they're going to do with Superman, and wow, it's going to be painful and interesting. Put it that way.
But yeah, it's like I don't go in with any expectations anymore. It's like now it's kind of like I know it's going to be a train wreck. I know it's going to be what I would consider to be horrible. So I just go to be amused by how horrible it really is. I don't have any, and it really sucks as a fan of these type of properties to not be personally involved in anymore. Cause you used to, it's part of being a fan, right? You feel kind of like personally involved in the story and the characters, and it's something you like. So therefore it's kind of a part of who you are. And, but now it's like, I'm just an observer. I'm just here to look at the car wreck and, ask the ambulance guys to bring the bodies closer to the car.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I'm all
from a fan's point of view, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm all for, like what Nolan did with Batman, bringing his own flavor to it, bringing that kind of, crime drama, hardened aesthetic to it. I dig that. That's cool. But he kept the core of the characters are still the same. When you start to mess with the characters on a deeper level and try to change who they are and what they represent and stuff like that. I mean, it messes things up. And I don't know. I did say I think the last show I said, I think it's cool that we're coming out of a time where the fans are, if you didn't like a fan movie, like a Star Wars or a Star Trek or a movie that's got all this fandom and the fans didn't like it, well, it's the fans' fault.
Yeah,
it's the fans' fault because they're toxic, their ists and their isms and their own personal things are foggy. This is a great movie. It's their fault that they don't like it because they've got something wrong with them.
And from a business point of view, when you blame the customers for your failure,
oh yeah,
you're not on the right track.
Yeah.
But hey, that's what I expect now. So again, with J.J. Abrams going into the Superman, I kind of know what to expect. I guess maybe what happened with Star Wars and Halloween eventually just kind of made me disengage altogether. I watched, Halloween 2018 again, and I did not have the same. I mean, I knew what to expect. I accepted it for what it is. And they always say, well, you always have the original. Yeah, and that's true. And I'll just watch the original when I want to watch a Halloween movie. Because these movies, I'm no longer the target audience. I can accept that. I'm going to see Halloween Kills, but I'm going to know what it is. It's not going to be the shock that the first viewing of 2018 was.
And Mike, it really was not a problem. Mike, it really wasn't a problem when you called me in the middle of the night crying. I'll do that for you whenever you need. No problem. I'm there for you, brother.
More clips just like this. Be sure to subscribe to the Region Free YouTube channel and also check out the Patreon to get exclusive content and become a Regionaire.